Yeah, I've
Yes, sir.
started the recording as well, so this should be fine. Okay, nice. So,
So here is where I open
first thing,
the
why are you facing issue with login?
login. Actually, I deleted. So what happened was it was giving me some. Wait 1 second. What is my old code there or? Oh, I think I deleted what I.
Okay, fine, leave it. Let's just extract some values.
Okay.
Give me the access, please.
Mask ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳು ಮಾರನ. So here I can execute this and show Vajra.
Okay.
Why is it so slow? Okay. So it's extracting the first PO value because I used anchor base. For this one, first whatever comes first, it will extract that value and show. But I didn't know how to scroll down and extract the whole value. I mean I was able to extract only this. So how to put that anchor base in a loop is what I was thinking how to do.
So why are you checking at least for the anchor base? There is no requirement, right?
Because I screen scraping didn't work, data scraping didn't work.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
used this
See
as
the
anchor.
okay. Now when we are at least going with screen scraping and all, I lost the access. Please give me the access.
Yeah.
Okay. So even before doing anything with anchor base and everything, you can use UA Explorer to find out what is the pattern of the selectors. Let's wait. Okay. So indicate element. This is PO number. So if you see this one, ID is PO number and PO number 1 is the ID.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, if I indicate the next item, it will be PO number 2. Okay. If I
Right.
select the next item, this is PO number 3. Okay. So I can do something like this. I can keep this number dynamic and I can increment it. So whenever I don't find a value like PO number n, I can stop the process thinking that okay, there is no more PO numbers to work. This is
Hmm.
one way. The second way is if you just look at the pattern on the left. So div HR, div HR, everything. So on the left side, you can see that there is enable highlight elements in the Visual Studio real time. So when you enable this one, you can see what are the changes or what are we targeting. So we have purchase orders. Okay. So this can be the name, purchase orders, yes. So this is the value, and HR is the horizontal line. Div is the complete PO div. Okay. And one more div will actually give all the values for it. Again, there is a horizontal line, and again, there is a div that gives our PO number. So if you see, this pattern is repeating continuously. Div, HR, div, HR, div. So, but the first div is the PO number, the second div is the values. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
So how do we change these values in the code or in the program? Like for example, web's control ID for the first one that you said,
Mm.
web control ID is equal to PO number star we have to check for if the counter is not 4 does not exist, then we are done with the flow. Uh,
Okay. First thing, your naming convention is wrong.
okay.
Okay. Um, so what normally we do is add folder. So this is procurement page, right? Or supply chain page. So
This is the supply chain.
this is procurement page.
Which
Next
one?
one is the orders page. Okay, this is purchase orders.
Okay, okay.
So let's go with purchase orders. Okay, then let's go with um, new and sequence. PO should work. PO underscore extract orders. Okay. So you said about data scraping that didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't
Okay,
work.
so let's go ahead and see why it did not work. So this is one. Let's check the second one. This
Yeah.
is the second one. So if you observe, we have the following details: PO numbers and all. PO numbers and then next.
Yeah, this is how it comes.
Edit data definition. So what exactly are we trying to get? So get div tag input and this one. So what exactly it is? Columns we have, div tag we have, and input equal to 1, idx equal to 1. This is what it is trying to get. But you observe with the numbers, so this is the value, and in this div there is input. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it is just it will just try to work with the numbers as well. This div or this selector is the div on the top, or you can also select. See, the parent is getting selected as we move further. This one is the complete div. So input, on the top we have div. So this is input. Just click on this one. Let's see. This is the div, inner text, and let's enable this one. So if you enable this one, see what data do we get. CSS selector is not exactly matching or we cannot target it, and tag is div fine, inner text is fine, and all these details are fine.
So
Okay.
inner text is stable, right? Generally, AA name, inner text, and all.
Yes. So PO number is something that is stable as well.
Okay. The
Okay.
label you are saying, right, Vajra?
Yeah.
The label PO number or the
In
text?
inner text.
The field. Okay.
Yeah, inner
The text
text.
field.
So I'm keeping a wild character over here. It need not be anything. If I keep IDX, then it will be only one value. But if I just add a star, then it can be any value.
The star before P, what is it, Vajra?
So here we need not have a star before PO because the values are
The,
changing only on the right side.
the inner text, the
Yeah,
star before.
yeah, because there is a space that's available.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Where,
for the space, okay.
where is that space? Actually, I didn't clear. And what is inner text exactly? Is it the text that is there inside the text box?
Yeah,
Oh,
so here you have a space. Here also you have space.
okay, okay, okay.
So this is how UiPath is seeing the values.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I can go ahead and update this particular tags, Control V, and let's try to get it. Uh, there should be extract correlated data. So let's extract. Just click on finish again. No. So let's try at least to find if it gives me a result or not. DT.
Vajrang, one question.
Yes.
Here, does it take expert Selenium expert selector?
No.
Mhm.
What happened? Okay, that is throwing out. Okay. So let's keep a log message and let's see extracted table. Again, I haven't tried this earlier, but I just thought of giving it a try. Rows, row count. Yeah. Let's go ahead and keep a breakpoint. And here I can disable this highlight elements. Debug. So we are trying to extract. Okay, it extracted this form properties. So there are multiple ways I can check it. In the locals, I can directly go ahead and check what is the table and its value. PO number is what we are getting, and there is no more values for this. Okay, so all it's trying to fetch is empty values, but it's trying to fetch the values. That's what we need to see. Okay, with this, can we get how many PO numbers do we have?
The account is there.
So count will be there. So
Wow.
there are different ways. I'm not following one single way to get this one. So
Mm.
extracted data table dot rows dot count.
Oh, this I can use it for the loop.
Yeah. So there are 7 POs, and I can also see it from here.
7 is there, huh? 1.
Yeah, you can check it from here. So HR div, this is the div. Indicate element. Let's see. PO number 7.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So we are getting the values, and it will be from 1 to, I'm not sure, total 7, so it will be, index will be from 0. So in total it is 7 values. So if I want to loop in, just stop, and let's see. So if I want to loop in for each, I can add it in the data row, data table. For each row in data table, we can check with the column count, that's extracted data table. Okay, and we can go with the index. Okay, we are out of time, but let me take some 5 to 10 minutes. We will be done with that. So here I will be using get text. Okay, even get full text will work. Indicate an element. I'll get this one.
Any one we can choose, right? It's not necessary we have to choose the first one.
Exactly. So here this is index PO number index of 7. So here instead of working with this, so if you see here, this is PO number 7. But I will keep it dynamically updated. So this will be, I just need to add a right click here and add a variable, use variable. And what variable do we have? We have index. Index, but index is not something that we can directly use. Index plus 1. Okay.
Because index starts from 0, is it?
Yeah. So index, not sure why the formatting is changed now. Plus 1. Okay. And let's go ahead and see PO values. And let's add a log message. PO values. Let's debug. Again, I'm not sure on this because the version changed. We used to have some flower bracket and then we used to append the values. But now the representation is changed. So let's see. Okay. Step into one value. So this is 0th index. Get text.
It's coming. Okay.
This might throw an error. Okay, this is throwing an error. So let's go with PO values. Okay, this one selector. So I think they've changed the values. Cancel. So instead of this, what I'll do is I will add one more way. Um, so I'll just add double quotes. In this double quotes, I'll add plus plus and then index plus 1.
Plus, there is
Okay.
another plus after that, Maja?
Yeah, the reason is just a second. Okay, index plus 1. Okay, Control Shift U. Mm. So it's clearly saying that only string and integer values are supported, right? Okay. So what we can do, instead of adding this one, index value is index plus 1. So let's add a value here, assign. Okay, let's try with this. If this didn't work, then we'll go with the next option. So here, timeout, I'll keep it as 3 seconds instead of waiting for 30 seconds. Okay, debug. So we are getting total count of values, but we are just trying to find out what is the result of each value. So step into, let's see, this throws an error, then yeah, this is throwing an error, and you can see the output for the errors with the output panel. Okay, properties, where is the output? Yeah, here it is. So you can see that these are the POs. The closest value found is PO 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you see here, the PO text value is not matching. Okay, to match it exactly, we'll do something a bit different. We are not able to get the correct value, right? We are not able to send the correct index. So we'll keep an ascend statement and we will add int PO index, and we will give out index plus 1. Okay, and in the variables, let's go ahead and change this to index to string. So this will be changed to a number. In here, let's go ahead and give this number instead of dynamically changing or updating it here. So altogether, we are doing the same activity. Delete. Use a variable, and this variable is intPO index. Confirm. Okay. So now let's debug again. So see the different options that I'm trying to make it stable. I'm not going with one item. I can go, but if that doesn't work, then what is the next alternative? So this is PO index 1. Now I got the result. And the output is this one, 3586.719. And this will be the first value.
Okay.
Okay. So when I continue to execute like this, continue. Okay, so let's check with the output. Why am I not seeing output window? Where is it? Yeah, here.
Yeah.
So this I can stop. So what are the different values that I have? I got all the results here. So if I want to loop in, I can loop in. Okay. The next way how we can get these values is using find children. Okay, PO extract. So this is using extract data table. Using indexes, I'll just try to rename it. Okay. So if you go and see something like this online, you will definitely get the like one way, but you will not get different approaches. You can try to get the
Yeah. For
values.
the same problem, multiple solutions we are not getting.
Yeah.
Especially in selectors and all, even if you Google it is very generic, but selectors are very how to approach a selectors like what all you showed now, that all we can't find in videos.
Yeah. So find children is one more way. So let's go ahead and use that as well. Um, so again, let's go with design, recording, web. So element, find, find element, find relative element. You can use anything. There is also called find children. Um, okay, for now, what we'll do is to just get the structure, record, and get this PO value. Okay, and okay, this is just to have a skeleton, nothing else. Save and exit.
What was that A you had put something, Vajra?
Nothing. That's just to give me this parent selector and everything.
Okay.
So I can just remove it. So now what I'm doing is I'm using find children activity. Find children. So what find children will do, it will get all the children that are available inside one particular tag. So I want PO numbers. Okay, and if you see this one, here it is input, but just try to understand how the children works. So in this form, so this can be a form, and in this form I will have all items with PO numbers. Okay, so this div exactly is for this div, this PO number div. Understand this flow once again. On the left side we have parent as form, but in that form we have all the children, and we need to pick something that's available with inner text PO number. Okay, you are getting this or you're not getting? Tell me. It's very important.
Not getting.
Okay, okay. So if someone knows your parent but they don't know you, how can they relate you? Saying that you are a daughter of someone.
Yeah.
Okay, but they know that they know your parent for sure. They are just
Right.
trying to find out. Uh, there can be multiple children for your parent.
Right.
You can have multiple siblings. So all these are
Right.
siblings. All these characters are siblings. But in these siblings, I want to know a sibling or all the children who are having a name PO number,
Okay, okay. The first div option.
not first div option. Every div that's having a name PO number.
Yeah, okay, okay.
So I will ask. I will go to your parent and ask. Okay, I want all your children with PO number.
Mm.
Okay. So there are more children called P and HR as well. I don't want them, but I want only a div that is with PO number.
Yeah, and that was the first div. There are two divs, right? Or two or three divs in that, but we have to choose the first one.
It doesn't matter. So any div, because everything is simple. There is no first and second.
But I can see some. Okay, that doesn't
Okay.
matter.
This is PO number with IDX1. The second one will be PO number with IDX2. So this
Okay.
is IDX1. If you select this one, this is IDX2 or IDX3.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. So that's the reason. What I'll do is it doesn't matter which or what is the age of that particular person. I just want the name to be starting with PO number.
Mm.
Okay. So if I just go ahead and see, this PO number is unique, but IDX is something that will be changed continuously.
Mm.
Okay. So what I will do, I will select or I will check with this selector. So this particular tag, I will remove the CSS selector. The main reason being uh, PO number IDX is something that will be changed continuously. Okay, and the form is unique if you see. The form is unique for the page, and that's the parent who is stable. Okay, so I will give the form value here. So now I'm selecting form, not the children. But here in the filter, I will filter all the values that are with div and PO number. Okay, so here there are two items to be updated. I don't want IDX because this is not unique. Okay, so PO number can be at any place, so I can add a star over here. Okay, and here, even here, I can just add a star. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm going into the parent and then finding all the children with this particular item. And here, if you see, there are few changes that we need to make. Here we are checking with the children. All the children that we have are is something that we need. And here in this, let's go ahead and add a item. Okay,
I
I
have
think
to remove that.
sorry, you need
One
to
second. Yeah, move that. Meeting now is there. No, I have to move that.
yeah.
One second. I'm not able to see otherwise. Okay. One sec, Bajrang.
You
Or
just
you'll move it?
yeah, I'll try to.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
Okay, I'll just use Control K and PO children. Okay, this is INumerable of PO numbers.
The data type is IE-enumerable, is it?
Yeah, so if you just hover it is in INumerable. Output is INumerable of a UA element. So when I just get all the values, or if I find all the values, I will get those values. And here I will use a for loop again. And in this for loop, where is this? For each so here instead of object I will give UI element. So everyone, can you please go on mute if you're not talking? I think that's from Rajni or Swapna. So I'm trying to find a UI element, that is UiPath core UI element. How can I select this one, or how do I know that this is the one that I need to select? If I go back into variables and if I hover over here, I can see INumerable of UI core UI element. So that is what we need to select. So if it is list, then I need to select list or string. List of strings, I need to select string here. If that is array of numbers, then I need to select integer here. So INumerable of PO numbers. Here I will get, or I will use get text activity. Get full text. And here what I will give, I can give directly the item. Instead of giving the selector, I will give the item. This is element. And here this is the PO number. Okay.
The extracted value already we are getting from this item, right?
So this is the item. We are getting the item, but not the value in the item. So here we are getting full text, and we are using full text and str PO number. Okay, and then we will use log activity to get this particular item. So this is str PO number. Now if I debug it again, let's see. let's go. I think highlight elements is turned on. This is the one that we need. Okay, that is complete form, and we took one value. This is the second value, third value, fourth value. And what is the expected output? Can you tell me? What are we getting here?
We are getting that entire element.
So what will be the result? Is it the number?
It's a collection key and value, I think.
No,
Or
it will
PO
be,
number and number.
yeah, correct. So it will be PO number and the number.
oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Now, how can I get PO number only, or how can I just get the number without PO number or anything? There is one more activity called scope, element scope. So here we have element scope. So what is exactly is element scope? Now, when I get this value, or when I get this div, in this div, I need to fetch only input, not label. Am I
Mm.
correct?
Yeah.
I need to fetch only the input value. One thing I can do, I can copy the input directly and I can paste it over here. So if you see, instead of adding an element scope, in find children, I can go ahead and add something like this. So first I'm going with PO number, then I'm checking with input tag. Let's see if we can get something with this or not. Again, this is again a hard guess for me. I hope that this will be working, because all I'm doing is I'm trying to find the children. Like I'm trying to find your daughter after I know your name. So I don't want to understand, or I don't want to concentrate on you. So I got your parent. I want to find your children directly instead of finding you and going further.
Then go to the children. Okay.
Yeah. So I know that I now have the link for you. So I will directly go to your children.
So from grandmother to grandchild, you want to directly go and not to the mother.
Yeah, but this is not allowing.
Oh.
So this is allowing children, only the children, but not grandchildren. But again, but there is an option. So here, if you see, this input is having something called IDX or ID PO. Okay, but this ID will be changed continuously, but this tag will be unique. PO input tag is IDX1 and all. So instead of that, or instead of finding a children, okay, I'll copy it and I'll paste it for you so that you can understand different ways how we are doing. Control D. Here in this, let's go with web. Okay. So all I need is this particular input with PO number. So this is unique, like PO number is unique for the complete form. But this particular number is what that's changing. So I will just add a star over here. So I need to extract web target tag input with PO number as an input value. It's not a div now. It's not a division. It's just a value. So now when I debug, I removed the scope, element scope. Let's see. I got the complete form. Now am I getting? I got all the values, output. Okay, but I didn't find direct children. So if you see here, find children, is trying to get only the children that are direct descendants. But what I can do, I can also find all the descendants that are there for the parent. So if I select descendants, it will select children and their children as well. So that is the difference between those options. I
So
never
now
used
it can, from grandmother, it can go to the grandchild.
exactly. So it is going descendant. It's going to the whoever children that's there. Go ahead and extract, irrespective of their direct children or not. Excuse me. Now let's see. Now we have all the values. Okay. So first we tried with parent, and in that parent we trying to find the children, and but if we find the children, then we are getting parent and children as well as their children directly, but we want grandchildren. So instead of that, what we did is, okay, I know what's the value of what's the name of grandchildren and what's their pattern. So now go ahead and find only the grandchildren instead of finding the parents. That's what I did.
Mm.
Okay. If you need to understand or if you need to check how exactly am I doing, you definitely need to work on with this. There is one more way. There is also one more way, but again, I don't want to confuse you. Use this code, just commit the code and make sure others get it. Make a pull request for now.
Okay, sure. Vajran, can I request this project that I can submit on Monday instead of tomorrow? Because I
Again,
have to learn actually. I have to
uh,
learn all this, and also office is there. So
no, see, it's completely fine. Our training will be closed by the next week. If you are going to have it completed by Saturday, anyhow, we are going to start a new project on Monday. We cannot delay that.
okay.
Okay, it's completely your call. If you want to sit and work on Saturday, Sunday, that's your call.
Yeah, I will